Genesis of the Remnant Lds Church. By what authority? A Council of High Priests Part 3. Joseph Smith III said, ch. Volume 5, p. 349, the ground occupied by the Church has been, what God clearly commands must be done, what the Spirit confirms, though it might be dictated by human wisdom, that is correct. Brother Joseph also referred to Paul's words, Gal. 3:15, though it be but a man's covenant, yet when it be confirmed, no man disannulleth, or addeth thereto. It is submitted, for your consideration, that two of the criteria for authority have already been established. Firstly, the proclamation affirms command from God and therefore authority on the first level. Secondly, the high priests have acted in response to what is considered instruction given in the law, D&C 122-10, which is the second attribute of authority. And lastly, the process has begun wherein the body gives its assent to the proposed leadership and authority. All should be reminded of the counsel given in section 85 to 22:23b. Behold, I sent you out to testify and warn the people, and it becometh every man who hath been warned, to warn his neighbor. Therefore, they are left without excuse, and their sins are upon their own heads. He that seeketh me early shall find me, and shall not be forsaken. Therefore, tarry ye, and labor diligently, that you may be perfected in your ministry, to go forth among the Gentiles for the last time, and as many as the mouth of the Lord shall name, to bind up the law, and seal up the testimony, and to prepare the saints for the hour of judgment, which is to come, that their souls may escape the wrath of God, the desolation of abomination, which await the wicked, both in this world, and the world to come. The law has been broken, disorder abounds, and pollution of the ordinances is occurring. Surely there are those whose office and calling gives them authority to bind up the law. When bones of our body are broken, we waste no time to get them set in proper order and alignment, we bind them up. The testimony is waning among the people who have been called in these last days to establish Zion. There must be an authoritative body of priesthood who can seal up the testimony, prevent the erosion, restore it to original strength and beyond, that the testimony may go forth in beauty and in power. The revelation given as the preface to the Book of Commandments and known as Section 1 of our Doctrine and Covenants reminds us, I the Lord cannot look upon sin with the least degree of allowance. D&C 1-5, though men may choose to make allowances for sin, God cannot. When the law is ignored or broken, then disorder prevails. When disorder prevails, the Spirit withdraws. Let each of us make careful analysis of the spiritual condition of the church today. Be reminded, he that repents and does the commandments of the Lord shall be forgiven, and he that repents not from him shall be taken even the light which he has received, for my spirit shall not always strive with man, saith the Lord of hosts. D&C 1-5f, g. It is the Spirit that gives light, life, and truth to the church, collectively and individually. May we remember the words of the saints from another time who, in similar circumstances, stood forth boldly to bind up the law and to seal up the testimony. For, the wicked shall be a ransom for the righteous, Proverbs chapter 21 verse 18, and to such as shall have escaped after learning the wiles of Satan will be given power to bind up the law, and seal the testimony, and shall stand as saviors upon Mount Zion, when the day of transfiguration shall come. Let every man stand in his own office, and labor in his own calling, not doubting the result of that labor, nor the authority of that calling, for by the keys which have been given, shall Israel be led. For they have come down from the fathers. And for the last time, D&C 105-12a, and notwithstanding those to whom this power has been given are scattered abroad, they that remain and are pure in heart, shall as lively stones seek their places in the building without the sound of a hammer, or murmur, for, though her walls may be built in troublous times, the arms of her hands shall be made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. Therefore, fear not nor be discouraged. Let the elders minister in the law with pure hearts and clean hands, and let all the saints come before the Lord with confession and supplication, and that which is promised shall surely come to pass, even the salvation of Israel and the redemption of Zion. A word of consolation to the scattered saints dated October 6, 1852.